Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City. Daily FX market news.
November 20th, 11 o'clock America, New York. Markets week ahead. Nasdaq 100, S&P 500. Gold, US dollar. NZD, USD. RBNZ, Thanksgiving. The Nasdaq 100 and S&P 500 fell last week amid hawkish Fed speak, boosting the US dollar at the cost of gold and crude oil prices. Ahead, all eyes are on the FOMC minutes and the RBNZ for the NZD, USD amid a holiday-shortened week due to Thanksgiving in the U.S.
Global economy.
November 20th, 10 o'clock America, New York. Will Turkey cut interest rates again despite roaring inflation? Market questions as the FT's guide to the week ahead. BBC News Business.
November 20th, 8:35 America, New York. Jeremy Hunt has no plan for growth, says CBI boss. Tony Danker tells the BBC the autumn statement will tackle inflation but won't revive growth. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
November 20th, 8 o'clock America, New York. Biggest railroad unions count votes as strike threat looms. Two of the country's largest railroad unions will reveal Monday whether their members voted to accept a new wage deal brokered by the White House, or reject it and move closer to a labor strike that could disrupt the flow of goods around the country. Marginal revolution.
November 20th, 7:22 America, New York, Africa's Megalopolis. An interesting piece in The Guardian by Harold French on Africa's megalopolis and the difficulties of pulling together 5 countries with very different governments and colonial histories.
Global economy.
November 20th, 7:16 America, New York. UK Eurosceptics warn Sunak over Swiss-style trading relationship. Pushback comes as senior government figures discuss longer-term deal to more closely align Britain with Brussels. Daily FX market news.
November 20th, 7 o'clock America, New York. Dow Jones, Nasdaq 100, S&P 500 forecast. Thanksgiving means illiquidity, but volatility? The Dow Jones, Nasdaq 100 and S&P 500 took steps back last week as Fed speak and retail sales underscored a hawkish central bank. Thanksgiving brings illiquidity, but what about volatility?
Global economy. November 20th, 6 o'clock America, New York. Dollar tumbles from 20-year high as U.S. inflation eases. Slowing price growth sparks speculation Fed will cool pace of rate rises.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. November 20th, 5:30 America, New York. Rising interest rates put small business owners' plans on hold. Add rising interest rates to the challenges small businesses are already grappling with, including inflation, labor shortages and strained supply chains.
New York Times Business.
November 20th, 3 o'clock America, New York. Why states were unprepared for the sports betting onslaught. Government oversight of sports betting offers scant consumer protections and looks to the industry to police itself, The Times found. A Caesars sportsbook site at Harrah's, New Orleans.
New York Times Business.
November 20th, 3 o'clock America, New York. How lobbying blitz made sports betting ubiquitous. The gambling industry and its allies got their way with lawmakers after showering them with donations, gifts and dubious arguments. Lobbyists kept tabs on sports betting legislation in Kansas in April.
New York Times Business.
November 20th, 3 o'clock America, New York. Why an aging casino company embraced Barstool's David Portnoy. David Portnoy, who has a history of misogynistic and racist behavior, is now a public spokesman for the sports betting industry. David Portnoy, the founder of Barstool Sports, visited Penn State in October.
BBC News Business.
November 20th, 1:34 America, New York. Will you be allowed to watch the World Cup at work? Bosses have to decide whether to get behind the controversial World Cup.
Marginal revolution.
November 20th, 1:04 America, New York. How many yottabytes in a ketabyte? Extreme numbers are getting some new names. There is no great stagnation. By the 2030s, the world will generate around a yottabyte of data per year. That's 1,024 bytes, or the amount that would fit on DVDs stacked all the way to Mars.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
November 19th, 2054 America, New York. Musk says Twitter to reinstate Trump's account after online poll.
The move would broaden the former president's potential reach days after he declared another run for the White House.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
November 19, 1828 America, New York. Justice for Sherry Chen. In recent years, the U.S. government has focused its attention on Chinese espionage. Here is one example. Day Trade Review.
November 19, 1727 America, New York. ChatterQuant Review. Is this platform right for you? Considering using ChatterQuant for social media market data? Read our full ChatterQuant review to learn more about this platform. The post ChatterQuant Review. Is this platform right for you? Appeared first on Day Trade Review.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
November 19, 1557 America, New York. Russ Roberts on Sam Harris making sense. For Russ Roberts' long-running Econ Talk podcast fans, here is a chance to hear the tables turned as Russ responds to outstanding questions from another expert, interviewer.
Marginal Revolution.
November 19, 1439 America, New York. The religious belts in Europe. European regions where the percent of religious people is much higher than the rest of the country. pic.twitter.com/hd14d2 Hal. Xavi Ruiz, at xRuizTrue, November 18, 2022.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
November 19, 1208 America, New York. How Colombia's new tax reform will affect free trade zones. For decades, Colombian free trade zones, FTZs, helped attract investment and grow the economy, but all of that is about to change. On August 8, 2022, the Colombian government passed legislation that will strip FTZs of most of their tax incentives.
Daily FX Market News.
November 19, 11:59 America, New York. Euro price forecast. ECB ponders QT versus rate hikes. EUR, USD unmoved. Bleak week ahead for the euro as EUR, USD seeks fundamental catalyst, while ECB tug of war continues between doves and hawks.